Alright guys, so it's today's episode on this guy. We're going to be checking out the legitimacy. It's Wicrypt, and the popular claim is you can be able to make money while using one of their devices. Either they have two kind of devices, which are the Wicrypt, and I have this link device here. So the idea is you make money while you use this device, and I've been with them for a while, and I just felt I should share my honest opinion on what I actually think about Wicrypt. And in this video, that's exactly what you find out. So stick with me while we begin the show. So basically, I've been on Wicrypt for quite a while, let's say some months. Then I noticed a lot of things, and I felt if I had known these things, it might have influenced my decision if I still wanted to up into Wicrypt, or if it's something I wanted to stay away from. So that's hence the purpose of this video, because a lot of people are complaining about Wicrypt. And I found out that the general reason why that kind of complaint is popular is because they actually have wrong information about Wicrypt. And I want to share some. Firstly, this device claims to help you make money while you browse the internet. And owning this device, you have to meet some certain criteria, which involves being able to stake the community's utility token, which is WNT, and you have to have a minimum of $100 staked before you'll be able to be eligible to earn with this guy. So like I said, I've been on Wicrypt for quite a while, and I just want to share you what I've noticed so that you can be able to know if you still want to go into this or not. And this is a disclaimer. The purpose of this video is not to say buy Wicrypt, and the purpose of this video is not to say don't buy Wicrypt. I'm just going to share my popular experience, or the experience my own personal experience on Wicrypt. That's what I'm hoping to share with you, and left to you, you might be able to use that to probably make informed decisions if you still want to join Wicrypt or not. First of all, the platform or the Wicrypt actually pays you for using your internet. There's no doubt about that. But they've been over the couple of months I used on Wicrypt, I noticed some things, and I sat down one day and I was like, if I had known these things, would I have still gotten Wicrypt? And you'll find out those things very soon. So the first of it is there's a lot of complaints on the group, because they have a Telegram group where you can actually go there and of course show your content. And of course that's normal. There's no business that would that will have customers that then won't get complaints from their customers. And I must give it to Wicrypt, because they have this very good customer care service regardless of your problem. You will always have customer care service on Telegram to attend to you, and sometimes they even schedule you on calls and help you sort out your problem. But I have a lot of concern about the operandi of the system, and if I have known about this operandi, I might have not joined the system. Lest I mention, this guy is currently faulty, and we'll get to that in a jiffy, because I'm not currently using it for some time now. And I'll get to that immediately in this video. So what I've noticed about when I was using the device actively, I could notice a lot of staking failures. There's a lot of members might want to stake and unstake. Remember I said for you to earn on platform, you have to actually have a minimum of $100 stake. So in the process of staking that $100 to start earning, your staking might be rejected some way. I don't know why that is, and there are some guys that might want to stake $100 this week, then before the next week they want to unstake that and stake for the coming week. And in the case of unstaking, their unstaking request will not be granted. For that reason, they might not be eligible to earn for the next week, because their staking balance would not be visible. But obviously they've unstaked at this point, and which has not been successful. And of course, before they will stake back, and for them to meet the requirement to earn, all those there are errors in between that. My point number 2 is this device actually claims that you can get a lot of fast internet service with it, but it happens to be not the case with me and a lot of people on the group, because I've seen a lot of complaints on the group whereby a lot of people complain that the device is actually slow, which of course I also experienced. My phone internet would in time of bad internet will give me an internet speed of about 7 to 10 Mbps, but with this guy I might be getting lesser. Even in time of a good internet speed, I might be getting within 3 Mbps to 5 Mbps, which is drastically low. And there have been a lot of complaints on the group. The admins always look for a way to say they are not an ISP, which is internet service provider like the MTN stuff and like that. So, but my own question to the Wicrypt is, if you're not an ISP, why is this guy slowing down my internet? Of course, that you're not an ISP, but there's something wrong with this device that makes it slow down internet. But now they don't want to accept the fact that this guy slows down internet. But I've done a lot of several tests. I might show them as a screenshot in this video if I can still find them, because like I said, I've been using it's been long. I've used this device now because it's faulty, and I will go back to that very soon, why it is faulty. So that's that about the slow internet. The device slows down internet, and the fact that they claim that this device can actually even give you a faster internet, that's a false I want to put out to the public. So under concern, there was a time this coin, like the WNT coin, drops in value, and it can leave a lot of newbies to the crypto space to kind of start having like a second doubt of the platform, because the coin started dipping drastically. Of course, we all know that crypto market is a very volatile one at that, so it's expected for coins to go up and down. So, but the way this particular one was going very down, it's nothing to write home about. And in that kind of case, since the minimum investment is $100, you can and a lot of people in that kind of scenario add their staked amount fall below the minimum to earn minimum requirement to earn, which is $100 staked WNT. And that kind of scenario, when their coin falls below $100, of course they are forced to redeposit into the system. That's another thing I noticed. And if you're just yet to join Wicrypt, or if you want to or you've been in Wicrypt, you can be able to attest to this. So another one I noticed is there's something they call the splash page, because when you're connected to the device, you actually need to connect to another kind of web server that allows you to connect to the internet on the device. So, but there's a lot of time where users, including myself, find it difficult to connect to this splash page. It's actually called the splash page. So that's another thing I noticed is a very big challenge on my side. Then, because of course, at times you need to use the internet, you can't use the internet because you will be having a lot of errors on the page and stuff. But when you continue trying it, you definitely get it right. I found out that when I keep trying, I finally get it right. The problem is it's a lot of stress, I won't lie. So, and that thing I noticed is that internet does not favor those in rural areas because of the poor internet supply there, and they can't browse and they can't mine. So, and this does not correlate with the company's advertisement, because they said I think I read somewhere on their website where the essence of Wicrypt is actually to provide internet to those in the rural area. But with this device, I think it's going to be trash for those in the rural area, because I was actually in the rural area when I was in this device in Ekiti, and I could tell you that this device is definitely not to write them about. With that claim that this device is also meant, or is aimed at serving those in rural areas to supply internet to them. With this device and with the rural area that I stayed while using this device, then I can attest that this claim is actually very wrong, and I wouldn't advise anybody you know. So aside that, another thing I noticed is when the coins drops or dips, the rewards also dips. Like the reward reduces. So I noticed that when I was using this device, I found out that I was earning a certain amount of coin per week in dollars. Then when the coin suddenly starts to dip, the amount I earn for that week also dips, and it's understandable because maybe I had about $1,000 staked and it dips to about $800. Do you understand? So I don't expect to earn the same amount I don't expect to earn the same amount I was earning when I was earning $1,000 because obviously now my stake amount has reduced to $800. So that might be understandable to some extent. So, and that thing I noticed is when coins dip below $100, users pull out their phone because a lot of people, especially myself, don't find this platform, this idea of coin dipping. It's kind of like a disadvantage on the users to some extent though, because let's say I joined the system today and I deposited about $100 into the system. Then in a couple of days my coin dips below $100. Of course, I don't meet the requirement to earn on the platform. I have to start topping up. And in my case, I think I staked about one. I can't really remember, but it's far way above $100. And like I said, I've not been using the device for it some time. And why is that? Because my stake coin dipped drastically below $100. And when looking at the amount I've profited and like the rewards I've gotten so far from the platform, it was not able to cover for the cost of my data and like the claim. Of course, the essence of the reward was to subsidize data, right? But in my case, I feel it was definitely not worth it. To me, it's definitely not worth it. And I'll be showing a lot of screenshots at the end of this video for you to kind of have a glimpse of something I captured while I was very active on the group and stuff. So I'll be doing a follow-up video on this. So this is just a general overview of my own experience on Wicrypt. And considering the fact that I spent a lot to purchase the device, I subscribed a lot to use the device and connect a lot of people to it, because like the claim on the platform, there are a lot of things to actually meet before you can actually earn, which one of them is connecting a lot of people to your device, which I do that a lot. And when I do my mathematics, I found out that I was actually losing money rather than gaining money on this Wicrypt system. So hence I pulled out, and since I pulled out, I started using the device just as a normal router device, not open to earn anything from the system and stuff. But suddenly I found out that this guy suddenly stopped working, and I don't know the problem, but it suddenly stopped working. When I put it on, it just comes on, doesn't show a signal that internet is on for me and stuff. And I think I complained on the group, and I was asked to bring the device to their office, which is definitely very far from where I stay. So if I consider sending this guy to their office, I will even be spending more from my pocket. So rather than sending this guy to their office, I will just probably trash it at this point, because to me it's like a wasted investment. I didn't make any money out of it, rather I was even losing money. And even if I was going to send this guy to their office for repair, I would even be spending more money. I think we have 10 to 15,000 just to get the device to the office. Instead of spending an amount on this guy that I'm not using to earn any amount, I'd rather use the amount to get a normal router like the MTN and Express and probably keep using, because at least what I wanted was internet. And Wicrypt came and with the advert I could actually earn with the device. Rather they could help me subsidize the amount I spend on data. But in this case, I don't think that's the case for me. But I've done a follow-up video more detailed than this. So if you want to see that video, you should hang around and subscribe to the channel. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.